Welcome to the No Budget Indie Filmcast, where we dip into the independent film universe to highlight those little films that you might not have heard about elsewhere. Will you agree with our panel, or will our panel agree with each other? Tune in to find out. I am Milo Dennison, and with me, as always, is Claire Milan.
Hello.
And joining us as well is Cathal Feeney.
Hello.
All right, Claire, what did we watch this week?
So this week we sat down to watch a short film called Hermie. It's directed by Anthony Pitsilos and Jonathan Becker. It is written by Anthony Pitsilos, Jonathan Becker, and Ian Battaglia. Excuse my pronunciation. And it's actually based on a short story by Nathaniel Riches, called Hermie as well. It is about a scientist, an oceanographer, who meets his childhood best friend, his childhood imaginary friend, who happens to be a hermit crab before an environmental speech. So the lead actor is Mike Schminke, and the voice of the little hermit crab is Ron E. Raines. So Mike Schminke plays Henry. He's an oceanographer and he's really nervous. He's at this big conference, goes into the bathroom, and this childhood imaginary friend, a hermit crab called Hermie appears, and Hermie has lost his home. The beach where they used to play as children, Turtle Beach, is being destroyed. And he reminisces about his childhood playing with Hermie on the beach. And I don't know if I'll spoil it or not, but there is a decision that Henry has to make about Hermie. And Hermie is looking for help from Henry to kind of go back into his childhood and play again and be best friends. And since Hermie has no home, he's looking for Henry to help him because his home has been destroyed, and he's talking about all the beaches being destroyed. It's like an environmental short film, and it's a combination of live action and stop motion. I thought it's a really sweet little film. It is has a really good message as well about holding on to childhood things and memories, and it's also quite sad. I definitely felt a bit emotional over this. It's amazing how you can feel for and I suppose an animation. It's amazing how animation can make you actually very emotional sometimes. I thought it was a really beautiful story with a lovely message about the environment and looking after the environment, and about holding on to your childhood or letting go of your childhood. Yeah, I thought it was very well done, very well acted. The animation of the hermit crab was done really, really well, and it pulled on my heartstrings, so it left a big impression with me. I actually watched it twice because I really enjoyed it. So what did you guys think of it?
Was it stop motion, by the way? Did it say
Yeah,
that?
I looked it up and it said it was a
Okay.
combination of live action with stop motion. So
Okay.
yeah,
That was the one thing I wasn't sure about, whether it was kind of computer animated or
yeah,
stop
because it looked
motion. I just
really,
want to point out that,
yeah.
pardon?
Sorry, it looked really like animation as well. Yeah, I suppose a stop
Yeah.
motion. Yeah, so it must have been.
Okay. Well, it's good to know. I just want to point out that I think that actor, he looks like Toby Maguire's dad.
Oh, he does actually.
Yeah.
Just as you mention it, he
Mhm.
does, doesn't he?
I
He
don't think
looks
I've
like
ever seen Tobey Maguire's dad, so I'll take your word for it.
No, I mean, like, I don't.
So,
I'm
Like
looking.
if
It
he
looks like
were,
if
oh,
he
I see.
were, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That was. Oh, right. All right, I'm on to the film. Um, like I say, it was very well done. Nice concept. Uh, I didn't know it was an imaginary friend. I just thought like it was okay. This crab, it's like some sort of Disney thing where a crab actually exists, but he's imagining it. Okay, that's news to
oh,
me,
maybe it isn't
which
an
kind of
imaginary
makes
friend,
sense because
isn't it? It's
I've,
only an
I've one,
imaginary
I've
friend, I
one,
think, isn't it? I think it's an
yeah,
imaginary friend. Maybe
yeah,
it's.
you're probably right because I mean at one stage, this guy walks out of one of the cubicles and he says nothing. So like if I thought that scene was a bit strange because he would have heard the conversation. And he said,
Well, I think that's why he was giving him the weird looks, wasn't it? Like, why are you talking to yourself? Kind of weird looks.
yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, he right. Yeah, so if it was imaginary, he would have been talking to himself, and not talking to
Yeah.
somebody else. Like, but yeah, I guess it's a sort of a bit of a morality tale, a sort of an allegory about the environment and how we treat the environment and how uh, we pay lip service to, you know, what needs to be done, and how badly it's treated by humanity, but been faced with a decision to actually do something about it, we push it away. The allegory, the metaphor at the very end, I kind of was quite apt. Was quite apt. I yeah. I mean, I wonder why they took place in a public bathroom though. I don't know if that was necessary, because it looked very sterile, the whole thing. I don't think it necessarily added to it. I mean, they could have had it in his house, for instance, and it would have made more sense as to how he was able to find them in the first place. And he could have played around with that much more. Like, could have brought him into his bedroom, maybe had a picture there on his wall or something like that. But I mean, that's my only sort of
He was to do the
observation,
conference.
critique.
You know, the way he was nervous about his speech, and then he needed the toilet. I think. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's true, but like, that I don't think that was a fundamental part of the story. I mean, they could have played around with that a bit. But anyway, I don't
No,
know. What do you think?
I felt the bathroom worked, especially because like when he walks in and you see the garbage is overflowing and then trash being, and you're like, wow, what a messy bathroom. So I think that play adds to it of like how people were, using a bathroom, were just throwing, even when they're grabbing paper towels out of the thing, it's like grabbing, okay, and then grab a bunch more. And do you really need that many paper towels kind of a thing? So I
Yeah.
think maybe that's probably why they played that up a little bit.
I think it's because the
And
environmental thing, as you're saying, it's like
yeah,
using all the paper towels and just the horrible messy bathroom, you
mhm,
know.
added to it.
Yeah,
And they were able to play with the bit with the guy coming out of the stall and wondering, can the guy see the crab, or is the guy's imaginary friend kind of thing? And the guy giving him the weird looks and stuff. But yeah, you have it spot on though, Call, with the okay, we all just talk about them,
yeah,
but I'm gonna go give a speech about how we need to save the environment. But when it comes down
yeah,
to it, we'll just flush it down the drain. It's fine, don't worry about
exactly.
it.
Yeah,
uh, my daughter, yeah, she's never been to the beach. Yeah, it's fine. I don't, it's kind of hassle to have a crab and kids at the same time.
yeah. I mean, I to understand, in a sort of way, you can sort of understand it, because like it just seems so overwhelming, the problems, like
Mhm.
that one person. What can one person do? I know you talk about the power of one, but uh, that's my excuse anyway.
In regards to the film as well, I mean, he did, it was a nice little story and well acted, and I did like the combining of the stop motion crab along with the guy to give that kind of fantasy type feel with the talking crab and stuff. It was a fun little play. Did you guys notice? I wonder what they spent on this film though. Did you notice the number of names in the credits at the end? It just like
No,
went on and on and on, and you're like, "Are you kidding me? This is like a 10-minute film."
Yeah, for literally one scene, one setting, really. I know there's
Yeah,
settings.
in one location.
Yeah, one location, really. Yeah, it did. I went on, and then it was lovely because they showed the kind of childhood, the
Hmm.
memory as well. I just thought it was lovely, lovely
Yeah, it
touch.
was cute.
and in the credits, like, did all those people have a role in it, or
No, it was
were they
like
just people?
second AD, second camera, third AD, assistant to the FX artist, gaffer. Like I don't remember all the actual visit, but it was like that. I mean, I remember seeing gaffer. I remember seeing lighting, multiple camera people. Like yeah, all kinds of stuff. Runner probably, person who cleaned up the bathroom after the filming was done. Like,
I mean, apart from the stop motion animation of the crab, there wasn't nothing else to it, like, really.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was
Yeah,
surprised how large the crew was. Like, and there were multiple people doing the animation and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like quite the
The
crew for what's a pretty simple
assistants
film.
assistant to the crab,
Yeah,
crab
exactly.
crab makeup.
Yeah, animal wrangler. Of course, you got to have an animal
Of
wrangler for your
course, yeah.
animated crab. I thought they did a good job with the mix too. Even the couple shots where they kind of real quickly show him like picking the crab up, but they don't really like he's using his body to cover it, so that way you don't actually see him handling the crab and that kind of stuff properly, which was nice as well. So yeah, that was a good little mix.
Well, they could have shown him handling the crab, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Because
my theory is they did all the crab separate and added it in post.
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting. I didn't think of that.
That's my theory. I don't think that. My guess is they didn't shoot the crab on location doing stop motion, that they did the stop motion maybe like in a green screen and added it in post. That's my theory. I don't know if that's true or not, or if they do it on location. Maybe the makers of the film will hear our interview and respond. Sometimes makers do that. So if you guys are listening, let us know. Did you do the crab stop motion in the bathroom or added in post?
Yeah, that's a good shout there that they did that. But even still, I mean, they could have brought the crab to the bathroom, and had him pick it up.
Yeah. Which they might have done. It's hard to tell because they really showed that just one brief split second of the crab in his hands, and he brings it in his body, so his back is to the camera, and you don't really see it.
Okay,
that makes sense. Then they filmed the crab separately. Yeah,
that's my thought. That's why they didn't show him holding it very long, or maybe it would have looked even faker. I guess if you were holding it, I don't know.
Okay.
Why? I don't know why filmmakers make decisions they do.
Yeah, exactly. And also, don't know why he's trying to hide it. Like if it was an imaginary friend, why is he trying to hide it from the guy?
Yeah.
I mean, not real nitpicking here, right?
Yeah.
But I would have thought, oh my God, a talking crab! Like, who would not want a talking crab? Bring home a talking crab. Like, that'd be so cool.
Totally.
So, imaginary friend, but I think it is. I'm not sure if it says it in the
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it would be an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, but it's funny because if he knows it's an imaginary friend, then why is he kind of trying to block the crab when the guy's in the bathroom? Or if he thinks it's real and is blocking it. Because if he thinks it's real, then totally, take it home and show it to your family. I mean, like, look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Talking crab.
Do you ever you lived near the beach, did you, Milo, when you were a kid?
No, we lived a bit inland, so we had lakes and rivers.
Okay.
So we'd go to the beach at the lake and river, but I'd never.
Did you have crabs?
Not really. No, fish. I think that it was always fish in those, so we never had no. I've never had crabs, Carl. You?
All right. You ever get bitten on the toe by a crab? Do you ever get bitten on the toe, Claire?
No.
All right. I'm pretty sure I did. Like, I have this feeling that I must have because I spent a lot of time as a kid on the beach during summer holidays. So, we had all these rock pools and everything.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense in Ireland. I mean, there's so much nice beach area and stuff that you'd be out at the beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
But I never spoke to any of them.
That's
maybe
good.
I should have.
Didn't play with any of them. Be like, let's build a sandcastle. Little crab friend.
On the way. Baby.
Yeah. I never had imaginary friends either.
I don't think I did either. No.
Wasn't that a gag from Friends that Chandler said he had an imaginary friend whom his parents preferred?
Oh yeah, I remember that joke. My parents liked him better.
I love the film Drop Dead Fred, the imaginary friend. One of my favorite films. Yeah, so good.
All right. So anyway, we're deviating. We're not really giving this film a lot of attention here.
All the time it deserves. Well, should we rate it then? I guess we're getting off subject. I'll go first. Or do you want to go, Carl? Are you fine?
No, you go. Go ahead. Go
ahead. Since I usually don't go first, I'll go first this time. I'm gonna go. I liked it. I liked the message that it had. Good bits of animation. So 3.5 stars.
All right. It was a nice little idea. and original. So I was going to go 3, but I'll bump it up to 3.5 stars because
Ooh,
it was kind of
both do
unusual.
3. Wow.
So for me, yeah, it was a really sweet film and it did pull on the heartstrings. I really love the stop motion, and yeah, I thought it was a really lovely message as well. So 3.5 stars for me as well.
Wow, that's all odd. We all did half stars.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ever happened.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay, well, you heard it here, folks. 3.5 stars on Hermie. So you can check it out. It's on YouTube, right? Yeah, YouTube.
YouTube. I think it's on Omelette. Yeah, YouTube and
Yeah,
Omelette.
Omeletto. Yep.
Yeah.
So a good source for good films, that Omeletto. You can let us know what you think of it at No Budget Show on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And of course, as we mentioned, if you are the filmmakers, shoot us a message. We'd like to hear your thoughts behind this particular film. And don't get mad that we don't give it 3.5 stars. That does mean we like it. It just means we don't love it. Sorry. But it's still a good film and has a good message and is definitely worth watching. And with that, we'll say see you next time and goodbye. Bye.
But